Whoa. Whoa. It's the illusion reporting from somewhere on spaceship Earth. Tip your talker. Yo, tip your talker. Well, here we are. It's Dijon. Don't worry, we're doing a Sober Wednesday tonight at 6:30 Pacific Standard Time. What's going on? How's everyone doing out there? How does the Feta variant change or affect your view on? Not at all, dude. Not one bit. How do you think that would affect my view on it all? Comes tuning in from Tennessee. What's going on, Lily, Marie, Child of God, Danzer, Ada. Well, it's interesting. So never, not ever taking their sauce, dude. Ever. Let's be super clear, dude. I will take lead to the head before I ever put their satanic poison in my body, dude. So let's be clear. Muggy in Chicago. What's up, Glenn Davis? Great for you, Milik. Enjoy that. Yeah. All right. Yeah, we get that, Hera, but we're not. Doesn't it get to the point? No. All right, see, dude, you're getting banned for spamming my account, and you're doing it with Jesus, which is fully lame, dude. Like spamming an account with Jesus is, like, as far as I'm concerned, like almost blasphemy. Like, that is so inappropriate, and it's so not how Jesus walked on any level. Like, and again, we're trying to share our experience, strength, and hope. We're trying to show people that who may be wondering about their spiritual space to find their own journey towards God and hopefully Jesus Christ or whatever that may be for them. So when you spam someone's site, you turn more people away from Jesus than you would actually encourage to find Jesus. So why don't you go pray about that, whoever you were who thought it was a great idea to spam a fully spiritually angled towards God live stream about something obviously you have no knowledge of, because again, that's not getting anything done except pissing off a Christian, dude. So with that said, let's move on to the thing. Yeah, Milik, you get it. Yeah, you get it. So look, again, is here we are, dude. Like, the idiocracy is revealing itself on full blast. So let me just like read this, because again, I think people don't want to admit they're getting conned, and I think that people want to also live in fear at the same time. Which is all right, let me see. All right, let's see. So this is the official notice from the city of Malibu coming out of LA County. So again, this is the official stuff coming from the people that everybody wants to trust. So here it is in black and white, like, because we can't mention any of this stuff by name, we'll go. An Alphabet Health Agency updated their face diaper guidance in response to the new science related to the Alphabet variant. In areas with substantially and high transmission, the Alphabet Health Agency recommends fully sauced people wear their masks in public indoor settings to help prevent the spread of the alphabet variant to protect others. So let me get this straight. Is it so effective? And it was such a good move that you who took that are now, according to the CDC, the problem. So how crazy is that for all the and again, as I'm not an anti guy. I don't subscribe to anti. This has nothing to do with health. It never has had anything to do with health. This has all been fear mongering and manipulation and cultism and the new religion called you comply. You comply. So yeah, I'm pro anti. Yeah. So it's this thing where again is for those who want to slap around the old science moniker. Well, we can prove that they aren't actually living in that same universe. So for those who are curious, the places, again, the manipulation is framing. It's always is framing is go look at a graph. If you the increase in the graph, yeah, it's increased from basically like fully reduced to nothing to like, yeah. So when you hear them go, oh, it's gone up by 300%. Yeah, that's the difference of it going from 30 to 120, right? Or is that to 90? No, that would be 200. 30 to 120. That's not like it going from 10,000 to 100 to 40,000. This is a con. This is a 100% con in snake oil salesmen. And this has nothing to do except what they're doing now is they're fully punching people that have complied in the back of the head as they grab both their arms. Bam! That's what this is. This isn't designed for us who have drawn our lines in the sand. This isn't designed for the diamond souls who have made a decision in this life not to comply to tyrants and want to be terror and entities seeking power, dude, right? So again, make your own decisions. We're all adults here. But don't subject the children, please, to the thing. And yeah, this is a giant con job. And again, as those of us who have been watching our six, staying aware, trying to stay in the thing. Yeah, this is a roller coaster ride of wading through the truth. So if you had looked at this 2 days ago, the end game's written down. It's super obvious what the end game is, but it's been in white papers all along, dude. So the end game is just go look into the eugenicists and see what the eugenicists are all about, dude. Yeah, dude. Well, probably you should definitely pull your child out of public schools. That's highly advisable. And I think that's the bare minimum you should be doing. Like on that level, dude, because why would you subject your children out of this? Holding the line. And so Ryan, I'm gonna just straight up, you're an idiot. Like straight up, like you're an idiot. Like, so you can continue here, like doing your thing, but even the way you're framing it is so idiotic and such just sucking off on the man, like that you can go somewhere else. Cause I think you're a full blown idiot. And I don't really like to talk like that, but at this point, if you can't see through the thing, then you're an idiot. Like it couldn't be any more obvious, dude, that it's a con job. And if you're gonna buy into the con job propaganda, you're absolutely a moron. And there's no more beating around the bush about that. Like, look, if you've made your decision to go join the moronic, idiotic cuckers, and you will find out in the long run, dude, that you've made a horrible life decision and you've condemned everybody else to your horrible decision. So if you crack because there's too much pressure from the family and friend, you're an idiot and pathetic and a weak human being, and you get everything you deserve. I have no mercy on that level anymore. You don't know. If you really can't make your own decision and you're you're not reaching out for help. That's not you reaching out for help. That's you cucked and weak and pathetic, dude. Yeah, you're weak and pathetic if you crack under peer pressure. If you want to walk in like a warrior and make an adult decision, both of you right now have told me that the reason you've made your decision isn't because you're adults. You've made decisions because you're children on the school playground yard being pressured by somebody outside of your own body, dude, which is absolutely disgusting and pathetic, dude. And I won't back down on that. You want to make an informed decision as a human being and stand in your decision and go, I made my decision as a fully functioning adult. Like, okay, that's fine. Do your thing, man. Good for you. But when you sit here and tell me that really you truly cracked because of peer pressure, that's pathetic, dude. It truly is that simple, dude. It truly is that simple. If you don't have the ability to make a decision for yourself, and the history of the world's laid out with, so look, you can go look at the latest information. You got conned. You rolled to peer pressure and you got conned. Like, good for you. It's that's stupid, man. If you can't actually just be like, I cracked under pressure and I'm pathetic and weak, I don't even know how you get back on how you get on the horse. You're just laying on the ground, just being, So anyway. Let's see. Hold on. Just roll with me a second here. Hold on here. 1 second. I'm looking at something. See the young. Anyway, I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. I don't know, man. Do whatever you gotta do, dude. Just fully insert it all the way, dude. If you're gonna insert, don't wipe it around the rim, dude. Fully insert. It's only gonna get more crazy because people are putting up with this stupidity, dude. Again, where I go with it is like, you can't have it both ways. You really, like, I don't get who isn't reading the latest information being broadcast by the Alphabet Health Organization, scratching their head and being like, what? Like, it says in the thing that it says from them, if you want to trust them with your health and life, that if you have taken the sauce, you're the problem. Do I need to read it again? It says right in the thing from the Alphabet Health Agency that if you've taken the sauce, what's up, Bert?
I put one beach chair.
Oh, nice. That's a good beach chair. It's a beauty.
Wait, can you show people?
Yeah, they're looking right now.
What?
They're looking right now. I'm just pulling up an email to read. Show them their thing. Yeah.
A beach chair.
Yeah, for your ocean.
Legs.
Yeah.
And like a beach house.
There you go. All right. Good work. Let this just sink in for a second. The Alphabet Health Agency recommends fully sauced people wear their face diapers in public and indoor settings to help prevent the spread of the variant and to protect others. This isn't about the unsauced. This is about the people that are sauced, are the spreaders, dude. Do you realize that if you go by the numbers right now, the places with the heaviest rates of saucing actually are the big spreader zones, dude? So again, so what's this? Is there a link for this? Just go to the CDC, dude. Yeah, go to the CDC and look it up, man. For yourself, dude. It's everywhere. It's being spread around. Here, I'll do your work for you, dude. Let me see. Where's the link right here? Who knows? View it in the browser. All right, let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Here, I will give you this one right here. Where's the, it puts me to the City of Malibu website, which is fine. It's the same thing. It's got the same, there. There you go. Here you go. For those who don't want to do their, so you really like are dependent, like relying on your data, your information and data stream from a dude with an iPhone in a backyard with 2 chickens and a child making Lego beach chairs. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, how do people make their decisions? I don't think I understand how people make their decisions with their life. There you go. Yeah. Call the police. There you go. There's your link, dude. That's the City of Malibu, which links right to the CDC and all. Whatever. I don't care if I getting demonetized as we speak. So tip your talker, dude. Because that's all I am. I'm just a talker, dude. I'm not an authority. I'm just some dude who's giving you my take on a giant snake oil salesman con job. P.T. Barnum warned there's a sucker born every second, right? There's a sucker born every second, man. It's fear, dude. So what? I don't get the fear so what if they do? So what if they come knocking at your door? So what? What is that your like crack line? Is that where you fully waffle? Like, see, many of us have drawn our waffle line a long time ago, dude. Well, you're gonna stand tall and be like, yeah, until they knock at your door, and then you're gonna fold like a house of cards. Like it's because that's what happened a year and a half ago. All the big talkers, all the big like, yeah, dude. Clicks, all the big clickers with their beards and their Gadsden flags. They were all big talkers till April a year ago, and then they were like, nah. So you look now, it's like it's the constant waffling of like, well, now that they've crossed that line, I'm gonna comply now. Well, why did you ever say you weren't gonna comply ever? if you were just going to waffle when it got tough, dude. I don't understand that mentality on any level. I could arguably go like new information may have changed my mind, but if this new information isn't absolutely convincing you what you're up against. So let me get this straight. So go listen to the moron mayor of New York City. Go listen to the moron governor of California and New York and listen to what they have to say. So you're gonna actually comply because those dudes have threatened you. Really? That's all it took. Some wannabe scum-sucking, bootlicking corporate politician is what was where you waffled. You were like, oh, dude, oh. I'm that guy, because that guy, dude's gonna knock at my door, dude. I'm out. Dude, I don't know how any of these people survive dodgeball in the schoolyard. Like, no wonder, man, we are in like on a weird level. Like, I get it, man. This is an urban issue, dude. I don't think people out in the countryside are even worried on any level about any of this, dude, because, you know, they don't have time to flip open a laptop. They're busy trying to figure out how to make sure their harvest comes in, dude. And dude, RHYS, if you ever thought the sauce was the problem, you're just figuring that out, that it was. Dude, you didn't see this a year and a half. Like, there's a weird level to this where I'm like, you didn't get this a long time ago, that this had nothing to do with health. This has zero, never has had anything. Okay. I feel like I got to like the thing, because those of you who know this, just whatever, dude, go about your business. Let's realize that the Alphabet Health Agency just the other day said that they won't use their test because it can't differentiate between like your basic flu and the Coof, right? They're not going to use it anymore. Do you realize that they're straight up admitting in their own weird way that they've never been accurately recording any of this, that it's all been a con? This is coming from them. Like, if you read their thing and just like go, oh, is that what that means? When the Alphabet Health Agency says that they're no longer going to be using the PCR test because it can't differentiate between the flu and the Coof, that is retroactive to since this whole thing began, dude. It's not just like, oh, like they came up with some new thing. They've known this since Jump Street, that this has been a con since day one, dude. And look, yeah, we've some of us have bitten into it a little. Like, I bought into it like in the beginning. I didn't know. Who knew? If you were sitting around in March and February last year ago, caution, right? If you didn't wake up to the con job around middle of April in Easter and be like, something's not right here, dude. Karis, what's happening, Karis? So again, look, in the beginning, like Louis, like in the beginning, it's super hard to see the contradictions, right? Because it's like, oh, it just starts and no one really paid attention to any of these agencies. They didn't realize how much power they had, whatever. Like, for example, I didn't know until 2 days ago with the Supreme Court ruling that the one that implemented the renter thing, the eviction moratorium, was the Alphabet Health Agency. I had no idea. I thought that actually came from like legislation. I actually thought that came from an executive order. No, that's been propagated by the Alphabet Health Agency. And the Supreme Court just said they way overreached their boundaries, dude. Like you can't do that. Like, they're just a health organization. How are they involved with renting and landlords, dude? So again, as people aren't paying attention, because this is all really relatively new, but we're a year and a half plus into this thing, dude. So yeah, you look at it back in March and April, and you're like, all right, like who's this clown talking? This dude who's been around in the Alphabet Health Agency for the other Alphabet Health Agency for a long time. This idiot. Okay. Well, now it's a year and a half later, and every step along the way, these people have contradicted themselves. They've been lying. They've been maligning the concept of science. We have now a year and a half of straight con job data. If you want to talk about data, you can look now at the data over the last year and a half of media manipulation, of waffling, of do this, don't do that. I listen to a lot of different people, and even the saucers are calling out this is BS, dude. Like even them are beginning to be like, whoa, dude, this is a con job, dude. This is a 100% con job, and it's never been about health, because health would be like, look, dude, you need to go grow a garden. You need to get the high fruit. And I'm going to say the same thing I always say over and over again, dude. I would have believed it was a health problem if one of the first actions that the feds had taken was to ban high fructose corn syrup, which is definitely traceable to most of what has occurred, dude, because most of what has occurred is due to obesity, overweightness, diabetes, heart disease. All of this can be traced to poor dietary issues, dude. So again, I'm like on a rant about it, because like if people don't get like that at this point that this has all been a giant con job, if this email coming out of the new guidance out of the Alphabet Health Agency doesn't tell you that this has been a joke, dude, then I don't know what will. Because if you're the person who went and got the sauce and you made a decision, like good for you. But now, according to the Alphabet Health Agency that's running the whole show, you're the problem. How does that feel? How does it feel that you cucked to the system and you bent over to the system and you were like, I'm going to do this because, like, you know, health and safety. And then you get the notice from the main health agency that you're the problem. Ha! And you know what that's designed to do? To get us to shun those people too, because it's divide and conquer mentality, dude. The walls will never fully choose me. I may be the mini. So again, as it gets us into this thing, right? It gets us into this thing. So what? So what, dude? So what? Because you know what they want us to do is they want us to run out and just start being like, I told you so. I told you so. They want us to be just like I was earlier when this thing, like, you're an idiot. Yeah, I think you're an idiot. I think if you haven't asked questions this whole time, like, you're an idiot. Like, but they want us to run out in the street. I say it to my audience here because, like, it's our closed loop. But I will tell you what, I can look at the number right now and tell you that they are here, because I can look at the numbers of viewers and be like, oh, that's odd. It's an odd count for this afternoon, because the minute they hear these things, they know, dude, because they don't want the truth to come out. But it doesn't need to come out. It just is. It just is, dude. It just is, man. So I don't know, man. I just think that it's funny because if the Alphabet Health Agency hadn't dropped that little advisory today, I think like 2 days ago, I was a little like, here we go again thing, you know, a little weary about it all. But if you don't read that and be like, there's your smoking gun. There's your smoking gun that this is all a hoax. So let me get this straight. The dude straight up said, we've moved past the voluntary phase. And people aren't like tripping on statements like that. We've moved past the voluntary phase. What's going on, Hunter Vex? Don't forget to tell your mom and your dad you love them. We've moved past the voluntary phase. Like what? Like you don't hear that and be like, what? Like what? What? We've moved past the voluntary phase because this has never been about what they told us about. This was all, unfortunately, Ryan, you got to stop watching so much like whatever CNN or something, dude. Everything that you've typed since the beginning of this is straight like from the mouth of somebody else. And then you type it here. Like, please don't. Don't even bother. Like think you got to think for yourself, man. Come on. Child of God, tip your talker. Prayers for my family are much appreciated. Mike, Julie, Levi, Army, Amy, and Ashley. Prayers, yeah. You don't even know, Ryan. You have no idea even what you're talking about, dude. Like seriously, dude. So like I like how like you go and when one comment you use supposedly and then the next thing you go because it makes sense. You can't have supposedly because it makes sense. That is just like ignorance. Like I gotta blow you up a little bit, dude. Like you need to go do a reality check on like where you're at on this planet, man. Because like, are you sure you're even here, or are you just a meme? Are you just a bot? Are you just straight up? The audio's going wonky. Oh, good. That means we're over the target, dude. Look, expressing. Dude, the amount of like legitimate people. So, yeah, top feed. Apparently, all sorts of people are unaware of the fact that this is just a total psyop, dude. Oh, the audio is cracking up, dude. Is it really? That makes total sense. Infinite Waters, yeah, Infinite Waters is rad, dude. There's a lot of good stuff out there. Yeah, Infinite Waters, that dude ain't backing down. That dude's not backing down at all, dude. Audio's still okay, though. Dude, we can't even sing. Yeah. The audio's crack. It's a little bit windy, but that usually doesn't affect it. The cattle are heavy, dude. The audio is a little crackly, dude. All right, let me see if this helps it. We're moving. If you're on the podcast, we're moving to a different location. Maybe it was the chickens. All right, here, wait. Hold on a second. All right, let's see if we got better audio. Is the audio better? Let's see. Is the audio better? Is the audio better? I'm son of my work just reinstated the face. I'm so done with my work. The they just reinstated, and I'm just peed off about it. I don't know how ever else to feel free. I got the sauce. I still have to mask up. So stupid. See, that's what I'm saying is Solomon. So yeah, so there you go, right? You played ball, right? You played ball, you're showing up, you're doing your thing, and now they want more from you. And again, for those of us who have drawn our line in the sand, like this, so Solomon, yeah, that's what this is about. You've got to like reestablish your line in the sand, because they're just going to keep taking more and more from you, dude. Like more and more from you. It doesn't matter what you do. Like you have to not comply at some point. And again, it really is, that's how it works, dude. Like you can't, I don't care, like on the thing. Of course they're going to try to bring it back in the job as well, dude, because what they, if you read what they're telling you, the people that are causing the look at the airplane out of Texas. Look at the senators that left Texas that went to the White House. Dude, just look at what they're telling you. They're telling you that the whole thing was the delivery system. It's exactly what those look, I'll tell you what, some of those doctors sounded like lunatics to me too. Like I listened to them and I was like, oh, whoa, like the Dr. Quarter and a Dime, dude. What? Yeah, what up, bird? Dr. Quarter and a Dime was warning about all this, and you're like, it's a bit much, dude, that these were always meant to be platforms to spread the new thing around. What do you think the new thing is? Where do you think it come from? It's not what you think. It's not like, like this is just some mutation that came out of nowhere. This is all, if you go trace it all back to where it came from, where did it come from? It came from India, dude, right? That's why they started using the alphabet names on the whole thing. Who was the people that it was coming from, dude? In India, it wasn't the unsauced, it was the sauced. Like, again, the con job, again, is now it probably is, because they've really spread it around. They got everyone stand in line and get it inserted into their body, dude. Like, again, why do you think they're rolling back the whole thing with the testing? Because I'll keep telling you, the reason that they did the big thing about the lab leak hypothesis thing being, now it's real now, is to get you to buy into it, because the dum-dums, basically like the Q-tards of this whole thing, are like, see, dude, they were lying about the lab leak thing. No, dude, they've been lying about all of it, dude. From Jump Street, dude, they've been lying about it. Every part of this is a lie. The whole kit and caboodle, dude, is a lie, dude. They've taken what is just your standard seasonal thing and they've turned it into a giant play for your mind, for your soul, for your life, for your reality, dude. So it's again, is what they're trying to do is get you to buy into the story, dude, with the D, with the epsilon, with the lambda. No. Dude, there was nothing going on 2 years ago. It was just life as normal, dude. And then they came up with this super coordinated like media thing. And dude, again, because people don't want to go look at this stuff like objectively and be like, the Alphabet Health Agency just came out the other day and said that they're going to discontinue the use of their testing mechanism because it can't differentiate between the Coof and the flu, because there is no difference, dude. How do you think they just miraculously, the flu disappeared when it is a Coof? Like, does anyone just, I get that people just can't understand that they bought a bridge. Literally, dude, this was some circus performer standing at the side of a river with no bridges going, I'm going to sell you a bridge, dude. And people are like, oh, and they're like, no, dude, if you don't have this bridge, you'll never get to the other side of the river. You'll never get to the other side of the river. You're going to die on this side of the river. You got to get to the other side of the river. And people are like, oh, I better buy a bridge. What's up, Bird? Can I give you?
I just did half of my beach house.
Okay. Well, go finish your thing. Let me be fired up and do.
I'm done with the
Okay, well, go read a book or something, okay, bud? So I can be fired up and do my thing. All right, and then I'm all yours. No, I don't want. No. Like I'm doing my thing because I'm at. Because it's distracting. Just go over there and read a book then. No, please. You just want to sit on the couch in general? Why don't you grab a book then? Okay. Oh, get a Tintin or something, dude. So again, is they sold you a bridge to when you had a boat the whole time. Like you never needed their bridge, dude. You had a boat, dude. And you just got conned into buying a bridge they're never gonna build. They were never planning on building the bridge. They just wanted to convince you that you needed to buy a bridge. They bought the bridge, and now that people are standing around going, where's my bridge? Where's my bridge? They're like, oh, sink boats. Sink boats. It's that ridiculous, dude. Just realize if you've been conned, it's okay. Look, dude, I'll tell you my own story of being conned. Okay. So, like, I'll tell you my story of being conned and the thing that saved me. So when you study the African prince scam, they send you a letter and it's like, we can do all this and you're going to get all this money. It used to be a thing like back in the day. And people would be like, oh, okay. And then they would get taken for X number of dollars. And then they would be like, the con was that they were like, no, if I just invest more, like this will end, right? And like it'll all work out. And that was the con. So like 4 years ago, I was on the thing and me and my wife were like, let's get like one of those pop-up campers, dude. Like let's get a used pop-up camper to go camping with. And we're like, yeah, it'd be rad, dude. Like, so we went on and we were searching eBay and we were looking around and then like we got all like into it and like I think we were on eBay. We found one, right? But see, we were so like amped up on the thing and we never really thought that this con would be occurring. So we found this like pop-up camper and it was like, okay, like whatever. And how, you know, I got to sell this. My husband died and the whole thing and blah, blah, blah. And there was pictures of it and the whole deal. And we're like, oh, okay, right, dude. So we did that, like signed up on the thing. And they're like, all right, like we need a deposit and look, I gotta own it, dude. So I was like, all right, dude, like, let's get this camper, dude, to get it shipped out here. And I was like, okay. And they were like, we need the money paid in these like Apple like cards you get down at Target. Like, so I went down there and like put in like $600, man, $800, something like that. And I did the thing. And then the next day they were like, no, we need X because of this. And I was like, wait a minute, dude. Like, what do you mean, dude? And all of a sudden it hit me like a ton of bricks. Like I was an idiot. Like I'd gotten conned, but I never saw the con because it was just some random posting in eBay. And so I was like, and they're like, no, you got to send us the thing to like, I forget what the whole scam was, but they just were like, you need to send us another $400 for this. And I was like, no. But the hardest part of the scam was admitting that I'd gotten taken for like $800. I was like, and I wanted to send the $400 because I was like, maybe I didn't get scammed. Maybe I didn't get played here. Maybe I'm not an idiot. And I'm telling you, the phone call I had to make to my wife and be like, dude, I got scammed. Like, I'm an idiot, dude. Was not pleasant, right?
You're not an idiot.
Yeah, I was at that time. So again, as part of the hustle is that you invest in the hustle, and that the shame of being duped is so powerful that you're willing to almost be duped more. And the only thing that kept me from giving them more money was me remembering the African Prince scam. I'm getting scammed here, and I gotta just admit it, own it, and kiss it goodbye, and make a report to eBay and be like, this is a fraudulent activity. And the scam was so, dude, I had like a printout, dude, like a contract and the whole thing. This was so intricate. I didn't see it until I was done. And then I was like, oh my goodness, I got played like a fiddle. Like I literally had receipts and printouts and the whole thing, and I think I talked to somebody on the phone. Like it was like a whole thing. And I didn't think that some random posting on eBay would lead to this thing, dude. So it was the moment of truth. The moment of truth was looking at myself in the mirror and going, dude, I got conned. I got conned. It was too good to be true, and I got conned. And the thing that made that con not so painful was I just stopped being conned, and I accept the pain of being conned. And that's all I'm trying to say is, like, for those of you who have bought into this on any level, we all have on a certain point, dude. I bought into this till about April of last year. April of last year, I started calling stuff out, dude. So it's okay. But now if you're not picking up the 2 postings that came out of the Alphabet Health Agency to prove that this is a con, then I don't know what else. Then you're just going to take it all the way to the grave, dude. And I mean that, like, you could have a long and prosperous life, but at one point you'll be like, yep, I blew it. Because I'm telling you what, dude.
Stop.
We don't know what it is, dude. And it happens to all of us, dude. It's okay. It's okay to get conned. It's the con is about not. Yeah, I don't touch eBay anymore, dude. I'll never purchase anything on eBay again. You know why I even trusted eBay is I'd gotten a couple like Lego things from that were super. You know which actually one's pretty good is Macari, dude. I've gotten those have all been straight shooters, dude. So the point is, again, is it's not about running from this thing. It's about, look, there are things dissolving. Like, I know it seems like it's getting gnarlier. It's not. If you truly have drawn your line in the sand, like, right. So I drew my line in the sand way before this ever happened about the sauces, dude. I was like, there's something up with it. So look, I'll give you my story again about sauces. When I was a soon-to-be father, I started to ask a bunch of questions because I never needed to ask any questions about it. I've heard about it, whatever. I never needed to ask a question about the sauces, right? And people started screaming at me just like they scream at you now, like, you're going to kill and this and that. People are going to die, and yeah, you're just going to die and blah. And I was like, why are people screaming at me? And then I would ask other people, and they'd be like, like whisper campaign, like, dude, like, look into this, check this out, read the insert, go research this, go research that. And they'd be like, but don't tell anyone I'm not part of the game because I don't want to get ostracized. And I would be like, that's so weird. What kind of world are we living in where we're talking about health for our unborn children and people screaming death and murder and other people whispering in fear? I was like, that's so weird. So me being me, I'm not like a dude to sit back and be like, bruh. So I started to do research, right? I started to do my own research. I started to look into stuff. I started to read inserts. And I'll remember the day that like I was on doing it, and I used to have all sorts of social medias going. And the level of insanity, the tidal wave of insanity that overtook my platform was so crazy that I was like, okay, I'm not going to talk about this stuff anymore. I'm not going to talk about this stuff anymore. But I went and did my research, and what you find out is the dude in California, Richard Pan. Go look into Richard Pan, who introduces most of this legislation. He was there when Newsom's giving out his prizes like 2 months ago. Well, Richard Pan comes out of UC Davis, and he is straight up big pharma money, dude. And you follow the lead on what he's been doing in the state of California and where this comes. So I did this like, what, how old's Al? 6.5 years ago. I dug into all this stuff and I drew my line in the sand about it, dude. And I'll tell you what, dude, I've sat down my son with sons that have been have fallen victim to the con job, night and day difference. And I'm not an anti-er, dude. You have to understand. I went to school and studied chemistry, dude. I'm not an anti-er. Like, that's where people are totally. Actually want it to be work. But when you find out the money scam in the thing, you're like, oh, that's why it doesn't work. Because the doctors are all getting kickbacks because they don't get paid unless they do it, right? So there's no incentive for them to give you an honest and unbiased opinion about your health and safety unless they're good people that are honoring the Hippocratic Oath. Oh, let's look into that. Let's look into the fact that they don't have to do the Hippocratic Oath anymore. Let's look into start digging into the allopathic medicine and the Rockefeller School when they switched the medicine vibe and back in the day, and just start digging into all of it. Just start digging into the eugenicists and the Rockefeller Foundation and all this stuff, and then get yourself here and realize that a dude like me, this isn't some big surprise. I drew my line in the sand about this kind of stuff years ago. So when it all happened back in the thing, look, I don't think I'm any different than anybody else. If there had literally been Ebola running around, like Ebola, people like bleeding out of their face and dropping dead in the supermarket, I would be down with it, dude. But there's not, dude. It's a scam, dude. It's a scam because just dig into their own numbers. Dig into their own numbers. You can go to the Alphabet Health Agency's own numbers they publish on their site and dig into them and come back to me and be like, oh, it's a con. It's a total con according to their own numbers. But see, people don't want to do that. People don't want to lift a freaking finger and hit some stuff into a keyboard and type into, because part of the vampire's deal is they tell you exactly what they're up to. Part of how the scam worked with me buying the pop-up trailer wasn't the fact that it was a scam. It was straight up, when I look back onto it, it was obviously a scam, dude. I just didn't want to believe it was a scam, dude. Why would they be scamming some deep back page in eBay to sell like a pop-up trailer to who comes up with this stuff? But when I look back on it, it like practically said this is a scam. But if you're dumb enough not to see it's a scam, you're an idiot. So this has all been in our face, dude. But if you don't get the crowning jewels that this is a scam, is the two recent advisories from the Alphabet Health Agency that said the testing thing can't distinguish. That means retroactively it's never been able to distinguish anything from anything. And you don't dig into the whole like Carrie Mullins and the thing, like, dude, forget about that, because what they're trying to do by getting you into the Carrie Mullins and the spin ratios on the thing is to validate that there is this thing. There isn't. Dude, you're talking to a dude that up until 2 days ago was always like, there's probably something here. Like, yeah, I get it. I don't believe that anymore. I fully think this has been a con, and then now the saucing has showed up, and now the real deal's arrived. The real deal's showed up now. It's right on track with what all these people that would have been considered crazy people said, that in 6 months, something's going to start happening. We are literally at the 6-month mark of about when the big saucing began. And what is going on, dude? So again, is the way the hustle works is they hide it in plain sight, dude. The hustle is about you not wanting to disbelieve that you would get hustled so hard, dude. It's tough, dude. Trust me, it happens all the time. They do it with the food. It's like thinking that your organic smoothie mix with all the vitamins and stuff, and it's organic, is like healthy, and then you read it's got sucralose in the back, and you're like, dude, the sucralose scam. Like admitting the sucralose scam was a hard one to take, and it's in all of the health stuff. It's in all of it, dude. So again, it's like the organic hustle, dude. Like realistically, like just because it's got a label on it and it says made in some foreign country, dude, they have different standards, dude. It's all a scam. The whole thing's a scam, dude. But what's not a scam is your ability to go, okay, dude, it's all right that it's a scam. Okay, we'll go back in the garage and do some Legos.
Whenever I'm done having my smoothie.
Okay, let me flip the record here real quick because I feel like. Wait, stop. Let me flip the record. Hold on, I gotta take it out of airplane mode.
Wakey.
All right, there we go. Boom. Wakey. All right, we flipped the record. It's just the coffee talking, man. Go easy, dude. It's just the coffee talking. No, I'm not going easy, dude. It's not anything to do with the coffee talking, dude. This is just like the thing of like, this is how stupid it is. If you didn't get the message today when the dum-dum in New York was like voluntary time is over, dude. Voluntary time is over, dude. We've tried the nice approach. We've tried the subtle approach. We've tried the whole like trinkets. We've tried, but you know who's not buying into this thing? You know who's not buying into this thing? The people they want the most. The people they want the most. And that's again, as I told you, remember when I was talking about this stuff a while back, and I was like, the people that might save our bacon are the educated blacks, the educated Hispanics. They're not buying into it. You think the people in the inner city are like, no, I'm going to trust the government, dude. The only people dumb enough to trust the government are people that are sitting in their cushy little houses that have never had to bump up against the government, dude. They've just been sitting there like, oh my God, I got yellow lines on the road. The trash gets picked up, the whole thing, dude. Yeah, but the people in the cities, like the real people in the cities are like, I've been nothing but screwed over by this people. So what? Some doctor's going to come on. I'm going to like be like, oh, those guys are finally on my side. Like, geez, dude, this whole like living in the inner city poverty with all of the cops beating my melon and this whole thing, like the filth and the mess of it all and the crappy public education system. Oh, but this dude's telling the truth. That's why they can't get that's why they're threatening people now, is because they're like, get in line. And I'm telling you, dude, the only backbone this country has is ironically the poor inner city people that are just like, nah, no, thank you, dude. Like all the people that were supposed to be like champions of liberty and freedom and choice.
Yes, you.
They are the ones that are selling us down the river, dude.
You.
Yes, you. So again, is petition to bring back head in a bag sign here, dude. Yeah, well. Yeah, man, they filmed it outside. Yeah, hold the line, Diamond Souls. The hillbillies are champions. Well, again, is why would someone who farms understand this better than most people? Because they actually like have to like live and die by their decisions. Yeah, I mean, you do get that rural people without deep pockets have to live and die by their decisions on a daily basis. Why do you think the inner city people are the ones that are like, no, because they have to live and die by their daily decisions of like, well, I'm going to buy this. And they're like, unfortunately, they still haven't figured out the high fructose corn syrup thing, but they might. you know, sauce equals bait. Yeah, it's all just dumb, dude. So yeah, they're coming out and they're gonna get all the people that are like, oh my god, give me a job. I'll tell you what, if everyone who was threatened by this in the workplace were like, nah, kick rocks, dude, you would be like, they would be like, well. But again, is people want to continue to get hustled. Like that's what I've like part of like, you know, it gets me a little fired up is like, I don't get why people want to be hustled, dude.
What?
It's talking about how some big. I don't know about any hot mics and things like that. Look, I'll tell you, dude, I don't, is my whole thing is you don't need to drift into conspiracy theory, dude. Like that's how they've hustled people too. If everyone didn't learn their lesson with the Q-tards and the Russia hoax, like on both whatever side you're on, like they've built these hustles for both sides. The aliens and the UFOs were a giant hustle too, because the real truth is in our face and obvious. But if you're thinking about aliens and 10,000 indictments and Russian supermodels peeing on people, you've just broken yourself from reality. Dude, the reality is that okay, the reality's right in front of your face, right? The reality's right in front of your face. So I got these pickles, right? I'm growing a bunch of different kinds of pickles. So I got these pickles that are regular pickles, but they're yellow, dude. And I just figured it out today why they're yellow, dude, because they taste normal. I thought they were bad, right? I was like, why are my pickles like yellow? They're not supposed to be yellow. And are they bad? And I would eat them and they'd be super good. And then it dawned on me today that I'm growing the yellow cucumber pickles and they're doing something where the yellow thing of the cucumber pickles is they're right next to each other, right? So the bees are going from one to the other and this and that. So my normal cucumbers are yellow, dude, and they taste totally normal. Because I thought they were bad. They're not. And that's what I'm talking about is like some of these, there's no grand conspiracy sometimes. Like the truth is sitting right in our face. They've done this whole dance of the aliens are coming. It's the dudes with the triangles and the eyes and no, it's us. I'm going to go back to what I've always keep saying. Yeah, it was the cross-pollination. It's us. We're the grand conspiracy of our own dream, dude. We're the one who keeps thinking that it's outside of ourselves. There's nothing greater of a conspiracy theory than everything that's been going on with the Coof over the last year and a half. And people are like, and because they don't want to look past themselves. They don't want to look at their own immune system, dude. They're like, oh, dude, the greatest conspiracy of all time is like some sort of outside thing's going to do a better job making you healthy than your own immune system and being clean. Sanitation. So again, I don't get into all this like people are like, oh my God, like the thing in the sky with the upper atmosphere aerosol injection, dude. You know, they don't do it anymore, right? Like as a dude who observes the sky, they don't do it anymore. Like I haven't seen it. Every now and then there'll be a day, but like this time of year, the skies would be crisscrossed. They haven't been doing it. Why? They don't need to. They got everybody. That was their hedge bet, dude. They were like, nah, we're gonna do this just in case. Like they got 15 different ways till Sunday to do it. But again, the one hustle they know will work is to get you to not trust yourself, to be like, like this doesn't make any sense. Dude, I don't care where you are on the spectrum of pro or con. As like I said, I'm not an anti, dude. I'm not anti any of it, dude. I'm just like their own storyline and information totally contradicts itself from start to finish, dude. From start to finish, it contradicts itself, dude. And that's all you need to do. It's like, that's what it is because the hustle is like, you can't believe what you're looking at, dude, because they've tricked you with aliens, dude. Like, no, like I need an alien to come and tell me in a spaceship, dude. So let me get this straight. If an alien came down in a spaceship and were like, this is all a hustle and a scam, like in a big, with a loudspeaker, you'd be like, oh, that makes sense. But you as an individual human being looking at it just can't scratch your head and read the latest email that I got from the city. This comes from them. In areas with substantial and high transmission, the Alphabet Health Agency fully recommends fully sauced up people wear the mask in publics and indoor settings to help prevent the spread of the variant and to protect others. Dude, and then it gets down into the children stuff, which I just can't read because like it just gets me, that'll get me screaming, dude, is the stuff with the thing. It's this thing, dude, they're telling you in your face that it's a hustle. And why do they need to tell you in your face it's a hustle? Because they need to shame you. That's part of cult. Look, again, is you just need to go look into cult indoctrination and masks and what they use masks for, because once they do that, then they have to shame you now. Once you've lost your identity, now they get to start shaming you. And part of the shame is to have you put your thing back on and because you're the problem. You're the problem. No, you took it. Now you're the problem. Now go get in your corner, dude. Go get in your cubicle and STFU, dude. That's exactly what they're telling you, dude. Yeah, the people that thought they were going to get by complying, the people that thought they were going to be like, oh, I'll just do it just so I can hang on. Now they're like, no, you're the problem because you complied, dude. Don't people understand survival of the fittest thing? Like people don't get it. They don't want dumb people here. The useless eaters, dude. Who are the useless eaters, dude? Because they talk a lot about the useless eaters. Who are the useless eaters? The people that aren't willing enough to go grow their own fruits and vegetables in their backyard. The people that aren't willing enough to stop relying on their corporate soda pops to like fill them full of high fructose corn syrup. The people that won't ask any questions about what's in the water. The people that won't ask any questions, that are fully dependent upon the supply lines and the cargo containers and their bunker fuel coming across the spinning around. The people that depend upon peaches that were grown in South America, packaged in Asia and sent to your supermarket via 15 forms of transportation. Yeah, those are the people they don't want here, dude. The people glued to phones, the people that won't ask any questions, dude. Like that's the trick. They don't want the compliers, dude, because you know what? The people that don't comply have the ability to survive and make the world a better place, dude. It's not even anti-consumerism, dude. It's just anti-stupidity. You think they want all these walking Mountain Dew hostess eating people continually to suck down the resources of this planet? Like, let's just take it from their perspective for a minute. Let's just go over to their camp for a minute and be like, oh, dude, like, let's look in their camp for a minute, dude. These are the people that say there's too many people, that the planet's going to end. I'll tell you, like the destruction of the ecosystem things are like legit, dude. Like, I don't know, I was driving up a new canyon and they're just like destroying this new canyon with like, and again, unfortunately it's rich people, which is the irony, but that's the whole thing. The rich people want to continue to abuse the resources. They need to get all these overweight Mountain Dew drinking, hostess eating idiots out of the way because they're consuming mass resources. Like they needed them to build all the infrastructure, but now they're just sitting around on couches and they're like, all right, they're primed to get rid of them, dude. And that's what's going on. That's the end goal, is to get rid of the unhealthy idiots, dude. And I don't even know if I disagree, dude. That's where like I bump into the thing where I'm like, you probably should go inject yourself, dude. You probably should. If you're debating it, like, don't debate it anymore, right? If you don't have any any backbone, if you don't have any spine, if you don't have any spiritual solidity in yourself, if you're not a diamond soul willing to hold the line till the very end, you probably should just go join their line into the wood chipper. Just go stand in line and jump into the wood chipper head first, dude. Because you know what? At this point, like, you ain't doing anything anyhow, dude. You're not raising, you're not trying to get off of their supply chain. You're not trying to get out of their overburdened education system. You're not trying to like get out of their medical tyranny, dude. It's stupid. Yeah, Georgia Guidestones. I don't know, dude. You know, I'm a chutzpah. Yeah, that's the little chutzpah. That's fun. So anyway, look, man, we're going to probably wrap it up. Dude, this thing's totally, I'm going to pull this thing down like pretty quick, dude. So copy it, do what you got to do, put it up somewhere else. It will be on my podcast, dude. Tip your talker, dude. Like, we got too heavy in the paint for this thing to like last around, dude. Just to keep our form of communication open. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you can support the thing if you want. And we got PayPal. We got an address, 30765 PCH, Box 523, Malibu, California. Oh, I'm ending it. I got life to go live, dude. You know what I mean? Like, look, dude, don't sit around on these things all day. Like, there you go. We did it. We got an hour and 10 minutes of ranting about it, dude. Like, now it's time to go, like, make lunch and play with Legos and go out and live our lives, dude, because that's what they want us to do, is not live our lives. They want you sitting inside of your STFU cubicle with your little face diaper on going, why did I join them and how can I get out of them? We can't. You either get out of it right now. Like, maybe today's your last day to wake up and be like, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? Like, so get real with yourself for a second. It's okay that you got conned. The problem is allowing yourself to continually to join the con and to suck other people into the con. So be a warrior. Be brave. Diamond souls, hold the lines, man. Get off the supply chain. Dude, don't go and hassle people. Whatever you think, man. Just go be kind and loving, dude. People are realizing they've gotten suckered. Yeah, talk to them and stuff. So with that said, it's a crowdfunded thing, and God bless you. Have a beautiful afternoon, and we're out.
Smoothie. I want a smoothie.
Okay, you can have a smoothie.
I want one.